to Isa's Chaos Kitchen. Today, we're gonna be making some bagels because guess what I found? I found dry instant yeast. Hey, yeah. Woo! Yeah, I saw this one and I was like, this is baking powder, but it said levadura en polvo. So I was like, is this levadura? Because in the US, they have levadura and this baking powder, which is different. You use this instead of yeast, but you use it for like brownies and like pound cake or like carrot cake, but not for bread that needs to multiply. Like, it's not active dry yeast, it's baking powder, but it does have a little bit of yeast. So I was super confused. So yesterday I went to buy the fresh yeast. As I've said before, when I made bread previously, it's like in Spain, all the supermarkets, they sell fresh yeast, but the proportion is different than normal yeast. And if I'm checking American recipes, they're all gonna ask for dry yeast. But I was like, let's see if they have it. And they got dry yeast, and it is. I know it's still royal, but it's not baking powder. It's dry yeast. And I also wanted to make some bagels because this also goes into my, if you love something, learn how to make it. That's my philosophy with cooking. They do sell bagels in Spain, but we should learn to make them. They're also fun to make because they have like an extra step. So the recipe I found is 750 grams of flour, but that's for 12 bagels. So I'm gonna do one third of the recipe twice because the recipe asks for 1 teaspoon of fresh yeast. 1 teaspoon of fresh yeast is 5 grams, and these little packs are 5,5. So basically it's 1 teaspoon each. So I'm just gonna use 1 pack for each recipe, and I'm gonna try it with normal flour and with integral. I forgot the name in English for integral. Integrated. No, what's integral in English? So let's start making it, and of course today we're getting assisted by baby. See, this is what she was made for, She was made for bread more than pasta. But we love her. But yes, baby's here. What do we need? Sugar, salt, flour, and yeast. That's it. It's great, right? So with this recipe, you do have to measure out with a scale because we're talking flour here. So you need 250 grams of flour. Let's see if I have enough here. You should always. So 250, because 750 divided by 3. It said 251 and then 250. Normal or white flour. Normal flour, 250. Then 1 pack of this shit of yeast. See, it's this one because the other one is white. The baking powder is white, but this one is the one that looks like little worms. See, this is the yeast, the dry yeast. It looks like little dehydrated worms. I mean, it's not worms. It's yeast. It's a type of fungi. What did the mushroom say to the other mushroom to go on a date? You should go out with me. I'm a fun guy. Then, half a teaspoon of sugar and salt. Now, remember that you add the sugar because yeast feeds on sugar. So, this is their food. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. And salt, half a teaspoon. Now, to that, you will need to add 150 milliliters of lukewarm water or room temp water. Remember, we can use cups to do milliliters because this is made for volume measuring, whereas with dry ingredients, it's more made for weight measurement, which is different. So in there, and now knead for about 5 minutes or until incorporated. There you go, honey. Do your thing, girl. So I knew this guy who's also left-handed, and his mom bought him all this shit that is like for left-handed people, and I was like, what do you mean for left-handed people? And it's like rulers and coffee cups. And dude, I never noticed until it was pointed out to me, but now I'm seeing this and like I should be drinking like this. It's so funny being left-handed though, because I used to ice skate, but I jumped to the other side. So okay, so let's start measuring the integral. So again, 250 grams. So let me get rid of this. So this is now 1 bowl. So that means it's like all incorporated. For this one, we need again half a teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon sugar, and 1 packet of yeast. And so then I'm gonna put this one here. And then this one is our integral. I need to figure out what integral is in English. Like full grain? Okay, so again, mix until incorporated. You go, girl. You do it. You know what I love about yeast? That it smells like cereal, It's like wheat smell. See, So this one is a little bit like drier. I'm gonna see if it incorporates, if not, I'll add a little bit more water. Anyways, what I was saying, if you want to check, like most people, when you do a spin, think about doing a spin, you would probably go this way, like your left hand would be guiding you to spin this way, right? That's how you would spin. Well, that just fucked me up. I spin this way, like with my left hand guiding me, but the right hand guiding me this way. So that means that I technically jump backwards than most ice skaters. Because most ice skaters would be jumping like this. You know, like that's the preface to the act. Ice skaters know the one. So most people would jump this way, where it's like you can't see my leg, but you're being impulsed by your left leg, and you're getting the force from your right leg to go up. Well, I do it the opposite. I would be getting the impulse on my right leg and using the left one to impulse myself and jump this way. I can't do that anymore because I'm 30. And the last time I ice skated, I was 18. My best spin was the sit spin, which is, bruh. Well, I used to be able to do like shoot the dog, which is pistol squat, and then lift myself up and kick my leg back all while ice skating. And now I can't even do it. Like, I was so fucking strong, dude. Although, yeah, ice skating does make you like really great legs, you know? Anyways, let's see how this is going. I think I'm just gonna... Okay, so since we're having a little bit of fun with it, I'm going to knead by hand, maybe. So, 5 minutes. Thank you, girl. You're awesome. Well done, girly. Hi. Smells really bready. So 5 minutes. I'm gonna need left hand with this one, right hand with this one. See the difference? One is normal flour and one is like more full. This one is like drier and this one is more elastic. But let's see what happens with our bagels, you know? I feel like this one is so much nicer because this one has the little, you know, integral things, whereas the other one doesn't. But, you know what, the recipe doesn't say to knead. It just says mix ingredients, knead 5 minutes. Okay, it does say knead 5 minutes. So, I'll see you in 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so it has been 5 minutes of kneading. See? Ooh. So, this is gonna be your, like, bread flour. And this is gonna be your integral flour. So we need these to double in size. So you're seeing now. This can be between anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours. But today it's raining. And as I've said before, the humidity in the ambience affects how quickly or how slowly something will lift, how the yeast will work. So it might be less than 1 hour. But for now, we're just gonna keep it for 1 hour. So I'm gonna take my little thingies, wet them a little bit so that they're humid. Humid, one integral is red and normal is blue. Oh, we got Red Bull and Blue Bull again. Like as I said with the chilaquiles. Let's put these to the side and we need to let them rise for 1 to 2 hours. I'm going to be checking back in 1 hour. If it's ready, I'll continue filming. If not, we'll see because it might be different. So I'll see you in about an hour. Bye, Za.
1 hour later.
Okay, so it's been about 1 hour and 40 minutes. So if you see, the normal flour is doubled in size. However, the integral flour, not so much, more like 3/4. But I think it's just the thing with this type of flour that it doesn't, you know, get bigger. I think you need more yeast, but I'm too lazy to investigate that. In any case, I'm gonna leave this for a little bit longer while I start preparing this flour. Now, for bagel, there's 2 steps. No, there's 1 step before. Well, it is 2 steps. You need to form the bagels and then boil them. So, I'm gonna put some water to boil and I'm gonna preheat my oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Now, I'm gonna take out my pan because this is where we're gonna put our bagels. So, oh, this is weird clash of green. Well, it's whatever. So, since the recipe I did is 750 and I did 1/3, and 750 gives us 12 bagels. Wait. Sorry, 750 grams gives us 12 bagels. So if this is 1/3, we should get 4 bagels out of this. So let's take this out. So we need to cut this in 4. So make some balls, because this is the shaping part. And what you're supposed to do is kind of like pull it to make a bagel. This is so ugly. Wait, I'm not supposed to put it like that. Okay, let's see how our bagels turn out. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, you make a hole in the center. My bagels are weird. Da da da. I think they're gonna turn out weird, but it's fine. We live and we learn. Bagels, they're supposed to get bigger in the oven. This one's shaped weird. I think let's just do the other ones as well. It is what it is. These are just gonna be smaller. So yeah, what I was saying, I think there's stuff that doesn't affect, left-handed people, like the ruler thing or the mug thing. But it's funny how it does affect stuff like that you don't think about, which is like spinning in ice skating. And I guess it also affects snowboarding, although it's weird because like my family, they're all right-handed, but we're all goofy. So I don't think there's a direct correlation with boarding and if you're left-handed or not. These are like, they're gonna be weird-looking bagels. So, sorry, I couldn't find my baking paper, so you do need some baking paper. I'm gonna put these here. I'm gonna rest them for a bit while my water boils. So, let's rest them while your water boils.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So, it's been 30 minutes of your bagels resting. So now, see they got a little bit fatter than what they were before we rested them. So now we're gonna boil them for about a minute and a half. So now we boil them for about a minute and a half. Woo! Okay, so your bagels are boiled or pre-boiled or blanched, I guess. So now is when you put on toppings. Now I only have sesame or an egg wash as well. I don't really want to do an egg wash. I'm just gonna do like sesame seeds on these babies just to make them bagely, I guess. I don't have everything bagel mix. What do you think everything bagel mix is? Poppy. We don't have puppies in the EU because they can make opium. You can also not get puppies in Mexico. Did you know that? Okay, so yeah, I put sesame seeds because that's all I have as a topping. I didn't do an egg wash because I don't know if these are gonna turn out good and I don't want to waste an egg on that. This is where you put your toppings, your egg wash, whatever you want. So into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Bagels in. Bye. So it has been 20 minutes and then I left it for 5 minutes with the oven off, but the oven is still hot. So bagels are coming out. Oh my god. So I know with bread you're supposed to like grab it and ow. With bread you grab it and you hit it. But I think these are done. So kind of hard, kind of fluffy. They're not super shiny because I didn't do an egg wash. But let's try one of these out. Okay, so see if you see it is like a little bit golden. Oh god, this is hot. Okay. Ooh, these smell nice. Okay, so pretty good, I think. It's very hot. These are pretty good, man. Let's try the pan integral. Oh, this is nice. I want to try this. I had a sleepover the other day and we did like cheese boards. And my friend bought this cheese with like cranberries. So I want to try this out with the cranberry cheese. Nice. I'm gonna try the integral ones as well. Ooh, hey. These are good too. Well, there you have it. Bagels. Ooh, this is good. Anyway, this is really good with the cheese. This is how you make bagels. You can make them with, you use them with a sandwich. You can make them with, I think what I'm missing is a good like topping, I've seen that like, the everything bagel thing. Cause I feel like mine, it has the bread flavor, but it doesn't have the bagel flavor because I think like I only have the poppy seeds. But you can add whatever you want. You can do cheddar on top. You can do everything, seasoning, like with salt as well. I wanted to do these plain because I didn't know if I wanted sweet or salty. So I made these plain. But there you have it. Bagel. You can do them with cream cheese. Do them as a sandwich. But yeah. Here is your recipe for bagels. The white dough will get bigger than the integral dough because integral dough just doesn't lift as much. But yeah, enjoy your bagels. For bread, pretty easy and pretty fast. 20 minutes. Well, very good. See you on the next one. Bye.